Hey guys, with the reserve list as big as it is, of course there's going to be cards we missed. I have found some great underpriced cards you may want to add into a deck. It's coming up next. Hey guys, welcome back. MTG Moxman here. If you're new to my channel and you're somehow finding me out there on YouTube, well, hey, thanks a lot for taking the time to check out my content today. I do hope you enjoy it. Smash that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. Hey, it's the best way to support a YouTube channel that's continuing to grow so we can have more fun on the channel and hold the line on those reserve list cards. Don't you dare give them up. Hold on to those suckers. Now, for the conversation today, we're going to have a little bit of fun. We have some more underpriced reserve list cards that I want to mention to people out there on the channel who view the channel who might just be curious to pick up a playset or two if they're interested in these types of cards. Now remember, I have no financial background at all. It's not what I do for a living. You see no diplomas on my wall. This is an entertainment channel. You should not be taking advice from a guy in a basement who hoards piles of cardboard and leaves a whole bunch sitting on the floor at the same time. You just shouldn't do that. So please do not take this advice in any way, fashion, or form as being a professional person. It's not me. Not professional. Look at the hair. Not professional. Preppy shirt, though. I could almost be. But I'm not. All right, guys. Sorry. First card today. We're talking about Null Chamber. Now, Null Chamber is a fun card, okay? It's kind of exciting to me. This is my style of card. It is 1 white, 3 other. And it says you and the opponent, target opponent, name a card each. Those cards cannot be played. So it's a great way of eliminating something that bothers you, okay? Awesome. But the price is right for this type of reserve list card from this age of Mirage. Think about the cards out there and think how expensive cards cost now in Modern and Standard. And you look at this and you go, really only $7? So in Canadian, it's $7.50 is the average price for this particular card. In the US, it's $4.50, and the EU, it's $2.99. That's right, I got all 3 prices on there for you. I'm trying some new stuff out. Also, it can be played in Vintage, Legacy, and Commander. So I'm letting you know which formats you can use this particular card in. Let me know how you guys feel about that. I'm just adding it as a little spicy bit for you. So great stuff, good card, and highly usable in Commander, okay? I have not added it to my new white Commander deck you guys been asking about, but I do have it as a sideboard thing where cards I'm thinking about adding in that just, they haven't happened yet, but I am thinking about it. So, let's go on to card number 2. Card number 2 is going to be 3 Wishes. Now, this is from Visions. I've mentioned this card early on, back in, I think, early February or late January. This card in Canadian dollars is $12 a card. In the US, it's $7.50, and in the EU, it's $4.33. These are average prices based on TCG Player, eBay, local stores that answer my questions, that kind of stuff. Now, the cool thing is it is usable in Legacy, Vintage, and Commander. It is an instant, which is nice, and being 2 blue and 1 other. And it says you take the top 3 cards off your library, put them in a separate pile, but you can play those cards and look at them until the beginning of your next upkeep, in which case you would disperse them and put them in your graveyard. But think about being able to draw those extra cards in case you need something, lay a Mox out, get an extra land, or better yet, just to cycle through to get to something else you need later on, and you can always get those cards back with some other form like Yawgmoth's Will later on, whatever you're going to use. Good, fun card. I love this style of artwork from this artist, so it's good stuff, and very reasonably priced. Okay, like these are not expensive cards to buy, so why not get yourself a playset if you feel like it? Why not? Now, the next card. A little more serious for me. I like this card. We opened it when we opened our box of Weatherlight on the channel, and I look at this and go, oh, the Well of Knowledge. Number 1, the name is cool. Well of Knowledge. When I look at the Well of Knowledge here, look at that artwork. I'm looking on the screen just like you guys are. I'm like, it's got the whole like light coming out, like it's giving you something. People are peering inside. Get it? Knowledge. Now, the Well of Knowledge costs 3 to get out, and then for every 2 mana you pay on your turn, you can draw a card. Very cool. Now, your opponents can do it too, but there are lots of ways of unsummoning this card back to your hand, so nobody, just bounce it back with a Time Elemental or something, get it out of the way, and nobody touches your stuff. No. There's even a wizard, I think, that does it. One of those apprentice wizards or something that can do that style of thing. Now, the average is $7.50 in Canada. It's $9 in the US, which I thought was odd, and then $7.99 in the EU. So for American viewers out there, you guys might just want to buy it from a Canadian retailer and ship it over. It probably will be cheaper for you, which is kind of weird because usually it's cheaper the other way around. And especially US dollars, $750 Canadian is a lot less money in American dollars. You get 25% less. So you can look for a person who offers free shipping in Canada, and before you know it, you're in. Very cheap card, very fun, very usable, especially it can be used in Commander, Legacy, right, and Vintage play. So I love this card, love the artwork. Yes, I have a couple of copies myself. I think I have 4 now. I think I got my play set, so I'm cool with it. But for those who like to, buy more or to invest for a future date, because any of these cards could hit big years from now, right? When it's this price level, you don't want to regret it 10 years from now when the card hits like $100 or $200 and you're like, oh, I could have bought it for $7. You don't want those regrets. I know that feeling. So do the best you can. But I always say if it's cheap and you can afford to do without breaking the bank, you're not going to put yourself in financial jeopardy, why not? I mean, we've seen the price of Standard and stuff. You probably saw my video on Modern Horizons 2 and you're like, totally true. Crazy stuff. Now, our next card we're going to talk about is going to be the Master Core. Now, I got to be honest. The Master Core is not one of my favorite artworks from Magic the Gathering. This is not one of my ooh-ahs. I don't like the look of this kind of art. It looks too bulked up. It looks off-centered. I don't like the perspective of the artwork. I don't like the coloration of the artwork. I don't like it. Sometimes things just don't jive with my brain. So, but that said, it's a very usable card. Forecasting cost for a 4/4? Are you kidding me? Back in the day, this would have been beast already, but it does have the drawback where you have to choose and discard. I get that. But if you have nothing else to do, or if you just want to use it for that turn, pop it out, do a couple points of damage to pick a creature off that you can't target right now for whatever reason, and then the beginning of your upkeep, on your untap step, untap, then before upkeep, pile off a whole bunch of damage if you can. That'd be cool. I'd be enjoying it. And then just let it go and have your beautiful Argivian Archaeologist come back and get that card for you. That's what Argivians do. They dig in the dirt and they bring back any artifact you want. I like that. Or there's also ways of like sheltering the creature, like phasing it out or doing other things to get it off the board temporarily so you can come back and use it again later. So for that reason, the Master Core is here. Now, the average Canadian price is $37. The average American price is $19, and then the EU price was $25. So for Canadian and EU, guys, you got to buy from the American. You got to buy from the US and ship it over. It is cheaper than buying it in your own countries, guys. It's crazy. I, in Canada, could not get this card for less than $40. That's scary. I don't like that. But I have lots of places I can buy in America and get it shipped to me, so I'm cool with that. So Master Core, you're on the list, but I'm not happy with your price. Your price bothers me. Because it's a good card, but it's going to go up, I think, higher than this over the years. Kind of like Suchi did, right? All right. And our last card of the day that I wanted to mention to everyone is going to be Energy Vortex. Now, Energy Vortex, we're talking old card. It has an average price in Canada of $12. The US is only $2 for like a moderately played copy. So, and EU is $9. So again, it is cheaper to buy in America, ship it to Canada. Even with import fees and stuff, it's going to be cheaper. So get a play set of 4 for like $10. Ship it over, call it a day. It's a great card. Now, Energy Vortex costs 2 blue, 3 other to cast this big bad boy. And every turn, all the counters disappear. But what it does is, on my turn, on your turn, whatever, I can pump counters onto it. If you don't pay for those counters, if the opponent doesn't pay to get the counters removed, it does 3 damage to them. All the counters have to come off. So it's a nice, fun card to tie up people's mana. It ties up your own. But if you have more than them, or if you can pump out more mana, you can really tie up the mana, or they're going to keep taking 3. If you have more than one of these in your deck, you can really, you put this with a blue-black deck, start using with Underworld Dreams where you don't usually use a lot of mana, you can really mess with people and have a great time. Now, again, it's pretty cheap for what it does. It's a fun card. The artwork is very nice, especially when you see them up in person. So I can totally endorse the card and say it has a future. Okay, it does have a future somewhere. I think people just don't recognize the uses of a card like this. So Energy Vortex, you are totally there and welcome to the party. Now, guys, there are a lot more cards. I'm looking forward to showing more of them to you tomorrow and Friday. We have a box opening for Friday and Saturday as well that I have to do for Strixhaven. I'm looking forward to doing it. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This was MTG Moxman. And remember, smash that subscribe button and call it a day. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great one. And then I go bibbity bobbity boo and I click the things and make things go away. Got Deadpool looking the weird way at me over there. And, we got Ash in the background holding some cool cards. Yeah. Shop smart. Shop S smart. Hey guys, big shout out to my patrons out there. Rue, you're rocking it out. Kyle W, you're there. MJ, what's up? We got Nathan B, we got Noel, we got Sam, we got Timmy. We got Argos. That's right, guys, rocking it out. Shaw Smart, Shaw S Smart, and bring me my nachos and cheese. Yo, Joe! They fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there.